comment came with warmth so real that Keir felt it. "And the builder's tea for you, Mitch, with 3 sugars that you absolutely don't need." "Are you trying to fat-shame me?" Mitch walloped a torso that both appeared and sounded solid. "Because it won't work. My body's a fucking marvel, right down to the last stretch mark." "Nope, not shaming," Nick said, laughing. "Besides, I'm not sure it's possible to squish your massive sense of self-worth." He pushed a steaming mug towards Mitch, then leant over it, fondness as loud as the smack of his kiss to Mitch's cheek. "I'm trying to tell you you're sweet enough already." Sweet enough. Something inside Keir prickled. Nick wasn't only a client. He'd become a good friend over the last year, but he didn't ever tease Keir that way. He blamed that prickle on too little sleep. Besides, who had time for that kind of time-wasting treacle? "Can we pause this mutual admiration meeting and start the one I'm here for? I need to hold that thought." The wind whipped strands of Nick's hair. He shoved them back from his eyes and pointed to the same clouds that Keir had noticed. "I need to check in with my captain about those first." He squinted, steady on his bare feet, while the deck lifted and sank in a way that left Keir queasy. Nick's gaze flicked up to the sails, something he saw there giving him pause. "Relax and drink your coffee, Keir. Get to know each other better. I'll be back in a few minutes." Keir watched Nick head for the wheel, his frustration rising. He tried to fold it away, doing the same with the remains of his newspaper. "What are you making?" Mitch asked. "Making?" Keir glanced across at a face that set alarm bells ringing. "I'm not making anything." And wasn't that the problem? He snuck another look at his watch. Time somehow dragging the more the coastline receded. Soon time might start flowing backwards, which would suit someone laid back, like Mitch. But Keir preferred to keep busy. Needed to. Right now I'm not doing anything useful at all. I'm not so sure about that. Mitch reached over the table and tugged the last of the newspaper towards him. He freed a sheet and smoothed out Keir's rough creases. "You looked like you were making something with this, or maybe you were just thinking hard. Origami is great for processing problems. Very sensory." He made a few quick folds, huge hands somehow graceful, fashioning the type of boat a child might float in a rain puddle. "What's on your mind?" Mitch asked as he worked. "You can tell me, I've got time to listen." Keir told himself not to encourage him, but promptly ignored his own order. "I was trying to remember where I've seen you before." "Before?" Mitch's hands stilled. "Nick introduced us when he brought you to the Haven, remember? For the meeting about refitting the Aphrodite. That was, what, maybe 6 months ago? And we were both on her inaugural voyage. We sat right here at this table. You haven't bumped your head since then, have you?" He scrutinized Keir. "You know, you are a little paler than I remember. Thinner, too. Are you feeling okay?" His teasing expression switched to concern. Despite himself, Keir found that shift compelling. Mitch's eyes were appealing, too, as dark as Keir's taste in coffee. This serious version of Mitch was attractive. Surprisingly so. Interest rippled to life inside him. "Stop. Still waters, remember?" Keir composed a blank expression. "I'm perfectly fine," he said, his voice clipped. "I meant, where did I see you before Nick introduced us?" "Where did you see me before?" Mitch echoed. He shook his head. "Nowhere. I'd remember if we had." His stare took on a hot edge that fizzled. "Someone who looks and sounds as posh as you crossing my path? Doesn't happen often." He reconsidered. "Or maybe we met in a club. You were looking for a bit of rough, and we didn't waste time talking." But then he shook his head, decisive. "Nah, I never forget."